Make this style on a roll with the new fall collection from American Eagle. Visit AE.com or your nearest store to shop retro graphic tees, super comfy jeans, and even more back-to-school styles. For the ladies, American Eagle has so many amazing jeans to choose from, including the mom straight jean, the 90s boyfriend jean, and the super high-waisted flare jean. And for the gentlemen, make sure to check out the Air Flex 360. It has maximum flexibility and the structured look of rigid denim, all in one revolutionary pair of jeans. For access to the best perks and rewards at American Eagle, make sure to check out the Real Rewards credit card. You can get an extra 30% off your purchase and free shipping and returns. Right now, they are offering an exclusive offer for my listeners. Open a new account by September 30th, 2021, and get a $50 bonus reward loaded to your account after you make your first purchase with your Real Rewards credit card. Text Jordyn, that's Jordyn, to 37585 to see if you pre-qualify. Subject to credit approval, and a Real Rewards credit card must be used as sole payment type. Must be 18 years or older to apply. Text messaging rates may apply. Today, I really feel like I'm going back. Like, I feel like I literally feel like I'm 12 again. And you were what, 6?
I was literally 6. I can't make this up. This is hilarious.
Yo. Okay, guys, it's Jordyn Jones. What's up? Welcome back to What They Don't Tell You. Happy Thursday. This is so crazy, Asia. This is Asia Monet Ray. She doesn't even need an introduction, but what do you got to say to them?
Hi, I'm Asia Monet Ray, but I've known Jordyn since I was literally just little Asia. 6 years old. Yeah, 5. Met you when I was 5.
That one solo of yours.
Well, Control.
PYT.
That one as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Guys, you guys, if you know us, you know us.
Yeah.
And this is a legendary episode of What They Don't Tell You right now.
Literally.
Wow. Okay, so let's talk about, first of all, you're 16.
I am.
What is your makeup routine? What are you, like, what is your foundation right now? I need this.
I literally don't ever use foundation. I also always do my own makeup for everything. If it's for music videos, whatever shoots I have, I normally do my own makeup for everything.
So there's no foundation on your
No, it's just concealer and a bronzer. I
need a close-up of this.
You can come as close as you'd like.
I am coming to look.
Go ahead. I'm telling you, it's literally just concealer and bronzer.
No.
Swear. Literally swear.
Guys.
Besides me packing on the highlighter, that's literally it. The highlights everywhere.
Wait, so what foundation? I'm let me get my
No,
nose.
concealer. It's the Magic Away concealer from Charlotte Tilbury. It's my favorite thing in the world.
I love the Charlotte Tilbury.
Blush sticks and
bronzer,
all
highlight.
Of that. Mm-hmm.
Sponsor us, Charlotte Tilbury.
Literally.
Wait, so Asia tell us about your 6th. Okay, first of all, I just saw her in New York.
Yes.
That's why this is all happening
so quickly.
I thought it was her 18th birthday.
Girl, I've known you my whole life. The fact you still think I'm almost as old as you is hilarious. No, yeah, it was my 16th birthday. I spent it in New York, and it was the absolute best time ever.
And literally, I just still cannot fathom that you have grown up. I feel like I haven't grown up yet.
You literally look the same. If you can find any photo of us when we were 5 years, well, I was 5, you were 12. You look the same. You literally look the same.
I do.
That's really good though, because you'll never age. You're gonna be fine.
I also just want to say I'm so proud of you for creating we were on Abby's Ultimate Dance together.
Yes.
Abby's Ultimate Dance competition together. We met when she was 6 or something like that. We're best friends on this show,
Girl,
dude.
we literally ran across each other's hotel rooms in a haunted hotel.
Yes.
And literally we're in the room while our moms were out, having a freaking notebook, because we didn't have phones to text on. We had a notebook. We'd slide under each other's doors to respond, because the contestants were not supposed to engage with each other.
And the moms weren't supposed to be out at the bar.
And our moms were.
And we weren't supposed to be hanging out.
No.
I had the big room, and she would
And mine was right across diagonal the hall, and I would run.
No, remember yours?
Wait, was mine at the very end of the hall? Oh, honestly, yeah, it would be. I would have to run further than I should have.
She's just this. You grew into your teeth also.
Thank you. Honestly, that is the best compliment ever. I can't look at photos of us when we were children because I literally can't look at my horse teeth. My teeth were huge. Finally grew into those.
My gosh. So So we're on this show. I bet everyone just wants us to talk about that experience together, and we'll get to like the end of the show. But starting off, like, let's just talk about how we even got on the show and like became friends in that. So I would love for you to just take it away.
Oh yes, absolutely. So I was 18 months old when I started ice skating, gymnastics, and dance all at the same time. And then fast forward a little to when I was about like 4 or 5 is when I started competitive dancing, and that's when I had my solo PYT.
Yes.
I went to Star Power Nationals in Vegas and like basically won the whole thing, where I got like eyes on me from like producers and stuff like that. And so I got a like an email. Well, my mom did. I didn't. I was literally 4. No, but my mom got an email from like producers that we didn't know anything about the show that they were doing. It was just about like spotlighting dancers.
And was it to you called My Kid Can Dance?
I'm not sure if it was that. It could have been. Honestly, it probably was. But it was just something about like spotlighting like really good dancers at a really young age.
Okay.
And so they approached me and they're like, but we have to have her fly out to New York to audition. So I fly out to New York to audition. I stay like maybe 3 days max.
Wow.
And so I fly out to New York at this giant studio, and I have to perform my dance that I won Star Power with, which was Control and PYT. I had to do 2 dances. And then they gave me like this interview questionnaire, and they asked me my age, and I said I was 6. And they said, oh, we thought you were 9, because 9 is the lowest we can go for Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition, because the oldest is going to be 13. And I'm like, oh, well, I can't change my age, I'm sorry. And so they had me do like a mental test, which is like, basically they asked me all these questions, all these scenarios, just to literally check my mental health at 6 years old. Because my mom's like, she's fine, you don't understand, like this is like a different breed of a child. Like she's literally fine. And I've always grown up with like really like strict dance instructors and like a family that's full of like athletes and stuff. So I was like prepared, and I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this like mental health like evaluation. And so after I did that, they called Black.
Wait, what was some of the questions?
I'm not exactly sure, but it was just like more scenarios. Like, so what would you do if you didn't win? Like, what would your thoughts be on this? Or like, what would your mind think when this happened? Just to see if like as a 6-year-old, I could handle being in a like situation with people who are older than me. And so after that, I got a call from my agency and my mom. They're like, okay, we want her to come out to New York one more time to just like make sure everything's like set in place. So I go back out there and make sure everything's set in order, and they're like, okay, well, we're not filming the show out in New York, we're filming it in LA. And we're like, oh, thank God, because we'd have to be going back and forth all the time. And so then finally it comes like to the point where the show's happening, and the first day, like the first episode that aired of Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition, it was the first day I met everybody. I feel like everyone thinks that we all met before, like something was planned prior, but no, literally that was the first day I met everybody.
Okay, I want to share my experience.
Yes, no, please.
I wasn't going to, just because mine's very different.
Different?
And I never knew yours.
Yeah, no, I feel like nobody knows how we all got on the show. Like, it was just like an open casting call or something.
Yeah,
I had to fly out to New York like 3 times for this show.
Okay, so my story is I posted a YouTube. I was on Dancing with YT. Remember that YouTube channel?
Yeah.
They posted my supermodel dance solo. By the way, I was really young, and I do have a really bad memory, so I might be very wrong on this story, but this is just what I remember.
Yeah.
So just disclaimer, this could be wrong. I was 12 years old, and my mom didn't really tell me all the ins and outs.
Mama Kelly.
I was
like, you're there. Go.
Yeah, I was where I needed to be, and that's it.
That's it.
So this is just my recollection. So they see the YouTube video solo of mine of Supermodel at Hall of Fame Nationals, and somehow, I got in contact with my mom on email, or maybe my agency at the time, but I think it was just my mom, and they set up a Skype interview, and then I was on the show. Like,
that's so much easier. Oh my God, I wish that was it.
They set up a Skype interview, and I don't really even know how much I can say, but they were like, okay, like, just so you guys know, like,
this is what's gonna happen.
Winning the show, like, like they told. I bet they told everyone that. Did they tell you were winning?
I'm not 100% sure on that. I may have had one Skype call, but that must have been like the week before the actual show started.
Yeah, they were like, that's why I got the big room. The only big room. They were like, oh, she's winning the show. Like, I didn't have to do like any of the interviews, but the only thing I had to do was when we got to like the hotel or whatever that first day, I actually did have to do like they filmed a promo of me dancing in that one ballroom, of me doing that solo with the same hair and the outfit. Yeah. So I did that. But yeah, when we got in the car, that was the first, my mom and I's introduction, we were the first people shown on the show.
Yeah.
That was literally the first time we were on camera, A. B, we went right to the stage and we met everyone there, remember, in that circle.
Yeah.
And that's when Abby would, and for my recollection, the show was called My Kid Can Dance. Abby Lee Miller had nothing to do with it. We didn't know it was like a Dance Mom spinoff, nothing. We just knew that it was a dance show.
Yeah.
And as soon as we stood there in that like horseshoe formation, they were like, Abby walks out, and they were like, the show's called Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition.
Okay, I remember that. I remember when like that was like because I didn't even know. Maybe it's just like my memory as a 6-year-old or something. I'm like, I have a pretty good memory, but certain things are left out. But yeah, I didn't. Nobody said anything about the show, even revolving around Abby. Nothing.
No, it was insane. So when she walked out, I mean, my mom was freaking out because she was a fan.
I love your mom.
But me, I was just like, oh.
I was like, oh.
So we're on this show now, and everyone is just like kind of crazy, but I feel like we were the only 2 people there for fun, dude.
Yeah, we really were. I mean, because it was like we had nothing to lose or to gain. It was really just like we went on there because we didn't even know it was a competition show. We just wanted to be our best.
And like we low-key were definitely each other's biggest competitions for sure.
Yeah, you were the closest person in age to me.
And it was just like, I feel like it was going to be like either of us winning like the whole time. Look, that was like the thing was like me and Asia are winning.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because I didn't know like what the winner would get until like halfway through the show. And then they told me like there was literally no way I could win. And I was like, oh? And like to me that I like it, well, they didn't tell this to me. They told it to my mother. And I was just like, oh, like I didn't know what to respond to that. And my mom didn't either. And they're like, we don't know how far she's going to go because that's like up to the judges, but she literally can't win. And my mom's like, oh, why? And they're like, well, you have to be 16 to go to the Joffrey. And that's 6 years from now. No, not even. It's 10 years from now. I would have literally been there today, right now, because that would be 10 years from now.
I just felt bad because I knew ballet wasn't my thing. And if I won, I just wouldn't have used it. So I'm glad Brianna won.
Yeah, I'm glad that someone else did because honestly, it did open a lot of doors for the both of us because we weren't going to be like stuck with that show forever. No. Like we really weren't, and we had other things we wanted to do. We weren't just going to do that.
We were like Dancer of the Week.
Yeah, our challenges.
One little secret about the bedding aisle is that while cotton might be the most popular fabric for bed sheets, duvets, and pillowcases, it's also harmful to the planet. That's why I'm excited to introduce you to Ettitude. Made from naturally organic bamboo, Ettitude sheets are made without toxic chemicals and use 500 times less water than cotton. Plus, they're silky soft, they're so comfortable for you and the environment. As soon as I started using these sheets, I've started to honestly sleep better because they're so soft and smooth. It actually is a little cooling and it's more comfortable for me. FYI, cotton uses a lot of water, energy, and chemicals during production. That's why Ettitude uses naturally organic bamboo, the most resource-efficient plant on the planet. Ettitude's sheets reduce moisture and regulate your temperature to keep you cool. I'm telling you guys, and comfortable throughout the night. Try any Ettitude bedding for 30 nights. If you're not completely satisfied, return it for a full refund. Right now, you can get 20% off your order plus free shipping when you visit ettitude.com/Jordyn and enter promo code Jordyn. That's Jordyn. Remember, that's Ettitude as in eco attitude. Order today for free shipping and 20% off your order at ettitude.com/Jordyn, promo code Jordyn. Today's episode is brought to you by Ready Slim's Detox Teas. Ready Slim's Detox Teas are made with high-quality, 100% organic herbs that help your metabolism and digestion. They are made with no fillers, no additives, and no laxatives. The Wakey Wakey Morning Detox Tea helps you start your day off right, while their Snoozy Night Detox Tea helps you relax while you get your well-deserved beauty sleep. Plus, it's keto-friendly and aids in weight loss. The Wakey Wakey Morning Detox Tea for me definitely leaves me feeling energized to go about my day. Say hello to a better, brighter you. For a limited time, you can save 25% off your first order of Ready Slim's 28-day detox tea kit, plus get a free collapsible water bottle. Go to ReadySlim.com/Jordyn. That's Jordyn. That's ReadySlim, ReadySlim.com/Jordyn to save 25% off your first purchase of Ready Slim's 28-day detox tea kit, plus a free collapsible water bottle. ReadySlim.com/Jordyn. Again, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. So let's talk about the final day for me on the show.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was so sad. Like, I literally, like, I don't think people understand that we try to convince just you guys to stay in general, just to stay at the hotel. I don't even know if you remember this. You couldn't. And we're like, wait, no, can they just stay here? Because I had nobody else that I like was friends with. I mean, they were all like older siblings to me.
And it was one day we were away from each other.
I know. I was like, oh my God, I don't think I can do this anymore. I have nobody down the hall. Everyone's on the other floor. We're staying in a haunted hotel. Like, who am I going to talk to? And then like people don't know that I had to like leave my sister and my dad like at home. I never lived in Los Angeles. I've always lived in Orange County.
Wow.
And so, and my sister was what, 3 or 4? The last time you saw her, you can only remember her at 4.
I thought sister was Asia in New York.
Yeah, she literally is like, wait, no, this can't be Asia. I'm like, hi. I'm like literally over here.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
So let's talk about my last day on the show was something everyone will always remember. The 2 best friends, me and Asia.
Battle it out, girl. No, that was so sad.
Okay, so first everyone knows Asia's way more flexible than me. She was 6 years old too. I mean, it has like, yeah, obviously I would have had more like experience, but at the same time, a 6-year-old is gonna obviously be more flexible. Yeah. But I had no back flexibility. I had like the worst day ever on the show. I remember it might have even been the day I like started my period or something. I just remember my stomach
injured.
Hurt.
It was something like that. But you were also injured. I think it was like, was it not your Achilles or something with your hip flexor?
Something, and they
because you couldn't lift your leg.
Yeah.
You couldn't lift your leg.
So the producers knew that, and like if I would say one thing, advice to anyone that goes to one of those shows is to, if you're in pain or you're hurt, like mildly. Because obviously dancers have a high pain tolerance. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously if you cannot do something, don't like hide it and like push yourself too hard. But if it's like something mild that you think that you can like get through, I would say keep your mouth shut because they put it against me.
They'll use it against you.
Yeah, they used it against me. So,
because like, what are the odds that we had that challenge that night out of all nights? We've never had a flexibility challenge ever.
Yeah,
because we weren't all like equally flexible. So it literally was just like they put the most flexible up against someone who literally like doesn't use flexibility.
I literally cannot even like arch my back. Like this is it.
Yeah, it was something you're like, yeah.
And she could go. She could go like flatman. Like
I'm dead.
I mean, like freaking backwards somersault. Okay, so I have this like horrible solo, and I obviously was like, I was the only person that had a solo that week, I think, but we go to eliminations and they were like really stuck. Like they were really, really stuck on who, probably me or Asia, to eliminate.
Because they couldn't eliminate who won the challenge.
Yeah, they could.
Something like that week.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can't eliminate the person who wins the challenge.
They didn't want to really eliminate either of us because they wanted to eliminate someone they couldn't eliminate. So it's me and Asia, and they're like, I remember that exact instance where they were like, today we were doing a challenge, and we were both like, okay, easy.
Okay, this is fun. Okay, go off. We can do it. Because we had we really had no competition. I feel like people loved to pin us together. We had no, there was no competition at all.
I literally was like, I want Asia to win.
And vice versa. Like, we were literally thinking the opposite. Like, we had no competition whatsoever. No. And we were our biggest competitions in the show, which was what people saw.
Yeah. So literally she goes, flexibility challenge. And my mom and I are just like, I mean, everyone was just like, okay, bye, Jordyn. Like, I should have. It would have been so funny if I literally would have just been like, hugged you and been like, bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for a great experience.
I honestly should have. That would have been just a good sport of me. But like, I just was like, okay, whatever. Like, if this is the last time I'm going to be on TV ever, I'm going to just push it. Yeah. So yeah, I remember we did the left.
It was something with your leg or something. Like, I definitely think it was like your hip flexor or something that was like bothering you.
I remember we had to hold like our
left leg hold, and that was my bad side. I was like squeezing my dear life. I'm like, oh my God, wait, she's literally gonna fall over. Like, her leg is not working right now.
So I pulled my left hamstring.
Oh yes, yes. Oh my God.
Then I kept going. Like, oh my God. I go down and I put it down again. They were like, oh, what's wrong? And I was like, I looked at my mom and I said, I think I pulled something.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I wish I would have shut my mouth and been like, yeah, I think I at first said like, yeah, and like started to cry a little bit. And then they asked me like, oh, what's wrong? So I was just like, I look at my mom, I was like, I pulled something. And she was like,
I love your mom so much. Your mom's my favorite.
She's like,
just keep going. Just do it.
So I remember we finished the challenge and I had to go. and it was so sad.
It was like detrimental to me. I was like, oh my, this is the saddest day of my life.
It was one of the saddest days of my life for sure. I was going through like a lot at that time because I remember I was also in a girl group and I was on the show.
Oh my God, yeah, you were with. Oh my God,
and like the girl group gave me like the ultimatum of like the girl group or like your career.
Yeah.
And I just got kicked off of this show, but like I see this continuing and like pushing me, so it's just like all around crazy. But since then, Asia, since the show,
yes,
what have you been up to since? Talk about your own reality show after that, and then like your music stuff that you're working on now.
Okay, so after Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition for me, they actually, what I guess most people don't know, which it is a tell-all. I am talking to you, so I can be totally open.
Yes.
But they said they wanted to offer me my own show the second I got off of Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition. I mean, the day after, if not the night of. And I knew nothing about this until I was older because my parents never told me. Yeah. And I was a minor, and I still am a minor, but I mean, like, they literally they didn't tell me.
The fact that you're a minor.
I literally can't drive.
Did you ever do that school thing where you legally 18?
No, I'm like, I didn't. I literally, sorry, my eyes like watering. But yeah, so they offered me my own show. And I knew nothing about this. And then all of a sudden, I just knew I was going on Dance Moms. And to now, like, what I've been told is that I was going on Dance Moms because I needed to go on before I had my own show, because it would make no sense to just have a show right off of Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition. So people think I was going into Dance Mom to take someone's spot, and that was not the case whatsoever. Ooh. They brought me on as one of the first people they brought from the West Coast before they had, like, their guest on Dance Moms. Oh. Because Sophia Lucia was on it. Like, afterwards, after I was on there, that's when, like, you started seeing more guest people from the West Coast start going on Dance Moms. And so I was on season 3, and I flew in. I've never been to Pittsburgh before, so you can only imagine my surprise when I was in the snow, which I've never seen before, which you grew up in. I was just like, what in the world? Why am I here? Wait, where are we at? Like, this is the most random place ever. And so the second I got there, the night of is when they filmed the introduction for me, my introduction for the show.
Raising Asia, right?
No, for Dance Moms
Dance
first.
Moms,
yeah.
Okay.
And so I got there, and like I landed, I got into my hotel, and they're like, okay, you're going to the studio and we're filming tonight. And I was like, I didn't even know anything. They did my makeup there at the studio.
Which is like, it was
so like abrupt for me. And I do really good with fast. I like change. I like fast paced movement.
Because we were on the show,
yeah,
too.
like I'm totally okay with that. But this one like felt odd. Like it was just right after my plane flight. I was still 6 years old. It was just super. No, I turned 7 on AUDC. You were at my birthday on the like 20th floor of this building in a haunted hotel. Oh my God, tears.
Oh yeah, the ballroom.
But yeah, so I go in there, and I didn't know how long I was going to stay on the show, but I ended up staying for like 30 episodes.
30? You were on 30 episodes of Dance Moms?
Yeah, it was like the entire season 3 up until like almost the beginning of season 4. And that was like 6 months of my life back and forth from LA. Barely. I had to live in Pittsburgh for about
I had no idea you were on that many episodes.
Yeah, I had to stay in Pittsburgh for about 5 months. Like off and on, maybe for like holidays or something, for my birthday, whatever the case was. But it was my executive decision to leave. I feel like people thought I was leaving as like a show knew I was going to leave. It wasn't. Like my mom asked me if I wanted to do this anymore, and I said, no, I really don't. I want to do other things. And that's like the honest truth, like solemnly from the heart. I didn't want to leave the people that were there. I did really love the girls. I loved the parents. I wasn't in the drama with the parents, so I couldn't speak on my mom's behalf. But I mean, I really loved everyone there. Like, with all my heart, and I like get very personal with people. Like I'm a very personal.
But if I was there, you would have never left.
Girl, I would have never left. We would have still been on the show until the end.
Oh my God, you'd still be on it.
We'd literally still be on there. No, but I just got really comfortable. Like, and I get really comfortable in my surroundings, and so leaving was a very hard decision, but it was the most necessary decision. Still, like people don't understand. Like I didn't know I was having my own show. My mom did. I never knew, and so I left from my own decision.
I think I remember knowing too.
Yeah, like I feel like people knew when I like was the last person to know. I knew the week of like we started filming.
Yeah.
And so after I left Dance Moms, like from just a executive decision of, you know, I think it's like my time is up. I want to do other things, and I don't want to compete anymore as a dancer.
Yeah.
I started losing the passion for dance like way before my show, which people think I just quit dance altogether recently. But I started losing like the love for dance after I felt like I was being like a show pony. Like felt like I always had to be on 10.
Yeah, you were like you were literally for the cameras.
Yeah.
And so it was exhausting because you had
very,
like, people have the 3 minutes on the stage of being like a star, but like you had to be a star from the moment you woke up to the moment you went to sleep at such a young age.
Yeah,
people don't know that.
Yeah, no, they don't. And it wasn't even like a stress problem with me. Like I never got stressed. I was never like overwhelmed, and I 100% don't regret anything that has happened.
100%.
But having a gymnastics background also like weighed down on me because every solo I had to do with gymnastics and dance. So I was doing like back handsprings and all this stuff. Like it was weighing down on my body, and I was just getting really tired. And so after I left Dance Moms, they obviously told me I was having my own show, and I lived in Corona, which is like still like 30 minutes away from Orange County where I live now. Yeah. And so everyone was there. They were there every single day. And
for how long?
For about, oh my God, it was like, I think we started filming in summer and ended like during the holidays. So I'd say like a good like 6 months, if that. And they were there at my house at 6 a.m, left at 8, like every single day.
I remember.
Mm-hmm. And so then, now that's funny because people always ask if like, oh, why did it get canceled or why did it stop? Like, it was never canceled. I didn't want to do it anymore.
You did 2 seasons?
I did 1.
Oh, 1.
I did 1, I think it was like 13, 14 episodes. And they wanted me to continue very badly. And I had enough. I've been with Lifetime for 5 years. They had my whole life on film. I've been only shown in the spotlight. And I didn't have a normal life. And I saw it hindering like how my sister's life was. And then them bringing my whole family into it. It just got a lot for me. And I don't get overwhelmed easily at all. I mean, I only get overwhelmed when I have too much clothes in my room. Like, literally, I don't get overwhelmed at all. And so when I got to that point and, like, my parents started noticing, they're like, okay, we need to take a step back. And so then finally, I'm like, I talked to the head of Lifetime. I'm like, look, I've been with you guys my whole life, literally my whole life. I'm now, like, 10 years old, and I want to do other things, and I don't think this is the path I want to do anymore. And I just told them that, and they, like, respected my wishes, and they're like, you know what, we've always, like, only supported you this entire time. It's only fair that we give you the chance to do other things. And so I finally left Dance Moms and my own show. And so all like my Lifetime career was over. But that was fine with me. So with the music, I've always loved music. I've been in a musical family.
I wanted to say a couple things. Like, dude, when we were on Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition, you would sing all the time. You would write all the time. You would draw all the time.
Yes.
You were the most... I could not even... You were literally built different. Like, I say I'm built different, but, like, you are, like, built different.
Oh, my God. No, like, it's, like, interesting because I felt like that was my escape route from, like, being on cameras. Like, my writing and doing other things other than dance was my way of, like, escaping reality TV. And so then once I finished reality TV, it was actually very hard to break me not only as like being taken seriously as an actress, but as a musician because I was still known just as a reality star. And so it kind of was like, oh no, this is just like, it's going to be short-lived. But to me, it was my whole life. I'm like, this chapter of my life is over and I'm only 10. Like, I need to move on. And there's going to be other things that I'm still younger than half of the people I was on the show with. Like, people are literally getting engaged and, like, moving and all this stuff, and I'm still 16. And so I needed to have something at 10 years old that I can look forward to, and that was music. And so I started doing my, like, own music and stuff, and everything that I recorded that was for my own show, I took off of every streaming platform because I'm a perfectionist, and regardless if people are like, oh, you should look back at, like, what you've done.
Your legacy,
Yeah, like, that in particular, like, that was my chapter that was closed. I don't want to look back at the music that I did. I only want to look forward. And so I started doing my own music and started finally being happy and taking, like, care of myself and just putting myself first because I felt like I put everyone else forward before me. And we did tours together. We literally, right after I got off my own show, we did tours around the East Coast.
Oh my God, wait.
For dancing.
I forgot.
And your mom couldn't come, so my mom was your legal guardian. And
Kimber.
Yeah, and Kimber. And, like, we literally, it was just me, you, my mom, and our PR team.
A minivan around the country.
A minivan and hotels and waffles. Like, that was literally it. That's what we lived off of.
Wait, Asia, we went on tour together.
For, like, what, 5 months?
Yeah.
Had to be. I literally lived with you for, like, 5 months.
I remember we went to Staten Island.
Yes, we did all East Coast.
Chicago.
Yeah.
It was probably realistically 3 weeks, but it felt like 6 months.
It felt like 6 months. It was definitely like 3 weeks, maybe a month, if that.
Wait, we went on, guys.
Yeah.
We were packed.
Yeah.
Yo, we had like 60 girls at every.
Girl, yeah, we did, and we did master classes, we did improv classes, and we just show up for.
And we would do meet and greets, and they would buy merch, and we would sign it.
We did all of that like together, literally right. I think that was before my own show. I think that was right after I got off of Dance Moms. I did that with you, and then I got on my own show.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Wait, we were like so big. We were
all the
poppin'.
photos I have with you are from that tour. Like, literally, that's hilarious. But then after that tour and after, like, there was a group of us kind of, like, not necessarily a group. We didn't, like, stick together. But there was, like, a certain dancers that were all, like, booked on the same shows together. We did, like, what was it, Kids' Choice Awards and all that stuff. Like,
I don't even remember.
I think it was Kids' Choice Awards.
This is what I'm saying.
It was with Todrick, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember exactly, but it was definitely something like that. But there was... You do remember this? No, but there was just a group of us dancers that were just always booked and ready and always dancing. And then I slowly just, like, that's when I started losing the love for dance because I felt like I had to always be dancing no matter where I was, if it was in a studio or at the mall. And that's when I told my mom I want to take a break from dance. This doesn't mean I'm quitting, but I don't want to do it anymore publicly. And I felt like I've always had to explain myself, which is like, it sucks, because I feel like every single comment I get is more like, why don't you dance anymore? Why don't you still dance? Blah, blah, what, like all about dance and stuff. But dance was like my starting point and will forever be, anybody who's a dancer understands that it will forever be your life, no matter what field you're in. Like, dance is like the fundamental of like my life. And then when I had to stop it just for myself and focus on other things, it was like heartbreaking because I'm like, I'm still seeing even you, like you literally were dancing up until like a few years ago.
I was 12,
but I mean,
no,
it was
like
definitely
15.
older. Yeah, you were definitely older. Maybe even 16 if it's a stretch, but
15, 16, yeah, for sure. Because I would still do like performances.
Exactly,
for
or like
videos.
go and all that stuff and just still go on tours or award shows. Like all of you guys were doing that. And I just like, I was really...
Yeah, you weren't.
I wasn't doing it. And everyone was just like, I would give excuses to my agency like, oh no, I'm injured, or oh no, like, because I genuinely just, I couldn't give the performance that people knew I would give. And I felt like if I did anything less than what I would do...
I'm so intrigued.
Yeah, no, I feel like if I did anything less than what they saw on television, I would be judged. And I'm not the type of person to take criticism, like, to the heart. I've always been like, give me constructive criticism. I want to learn. But
hence Abby Lee Miller.
yeah, I was never, like, nothing ever fazed me when someone gave me criticism. But this particular, like, incident, like, touched me in a different way because I felt like there was literally, I couldn't give any more than I've given. I don't feel like I could get better for you guys, for me to perform on a stage with all of these amazing dancers. Because I have so much respect for dancers, you and a bunch of dancers that we grew up with. And so I'm like, you know what, I'm going to take a step back entirely and support from afar and just dance on my own. So I just started private training.
Dancing on my own.
I just started like private training with the dance instructors that I like grew up with. Like, and like my Orange County studios, like the people who like knew me before I was like me. And so I've always danced and I still do, just I don't have to post about it publicly. And I've just focused really hard on my music. I'm still working on my music now, hopefully like doing an album or EP by the end of this year. So I'm working on that, and I just been actually doing modeling a lot more because I stopped modeling when I was like 5.
Your Instagram is so... we were talking about this. I was like, okay, wait. A, why do you do videos?
Yes.
B, how do you do like the photo first?
The photo first of the video?
Like, and C, I'm like, how are you always looking that good? Are you your own stylist? Like,
yeah, I do everything on my own. It's mainly just me and my mom. My mom's like, we butt heads. We're the same zodiac sign. Like, we are...
Geminis or something?
No, Leos, girl.
Oh.
Girl, Leos.
I should have said Leo.
You should have known this.
Oh, your birthday was just now.
Yeah, it was right before.
The only reason I said Geminis because, like, Geminis, like, they are their own.
Different
And, like,
breed.
you remind me of, like, you're your own.
Yeah, my mom and I'm supposed to be born on my mom's birthday on the 3rd, but my birthday's the 10th. But we're both Leos.
So your mom's birthday just happened, too.
Mm-hmm.
Happy
Right
birthday, Christy!
She can't even hear you. She's, like, talking. Yeah. But, no, so my mom and I butt heads all the time. And I feel like people thought I had, like, a really bad relationship with my mom in the show.
Oh, no, never.
You don't think? Really?
No. No, I literally was... I'm not even being sarcastic.
The first thing, guys.
I was in person. I seen...
No, no, but my mom and I, like, our way of communicating is literally just yelling. Like, yelling and looks. Like, our facial expressions say it all. I can't, like, I'm too expressive for this. My eyes are too big. I can't lie to you.
Imagine wait, try your eyebrow.
Oh, I can't, like, we literally have these photos from when we were, like, 6 and 12.
Trying to recreate them.
I can't move my eyebrow that way anymore. Like, am I doing it?
I just look bad.
I just look confused. I look like a literal confused dog. I can't explain it. But yeah, no, I mean, like, my mom and I, like, argue over everything. I mean, like, but she is my best friend, like, my best interest.
And
so
she
does
takes
help me.
all your pictures, too.
Yeah, that or my little sister. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else that you need to update me on before we get into fan questions?
Oh, well, I mean, At the moment, I'm just mainly working on music and like modeling. I've been going back and forth to New York for it, and I mean, it's like kind of a new venture for me. I mean, I obviously love it, but it's definitely different. I just feel like now, like during COVID and quarantine, that kind of not necessarily gave me confidence, but made me understand and decide what I want to do for the rest of my life. And that is music first and foremost, acting and modeling. And dance will come as it like goes
because
in between.
It's
always there. Yeah. I mean, like I'll always like
once you can dance, you can dance.
Yeah, once you can dance, you can dance. I mean, you may be a little rusty as age, but like you can dance. You can
My flexibility challenge.
We're never doing another flexibility challenge. I think for the both of us, this is better. Girl, I'm leaving already. I'm out the door. I'm not even here. I'm a hallucination.
I'm with the squirrel.
Oh my God, guys, can we please bring this up? This girl, I was like running late to this podcast, and this girl's literally.
By how long?
Oh, an hour. I'm so sorry.
I think
I was supposed to meet you at like 4:30 max, and I came at 5:30.
Wasn't the original time 3:30 though? And then
yeah, it was.
Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna have lunch around the area.
Yeah, and then you said 4:15. I'm like, okay, perfect. I'll be that 4:30 max because I'm coming from Laguna. Yeah. And then I'm like, wait, there's traffic, but the traffic was on one lane. I can't control that. I can't even drive.
Hit the shoulder. But
okay,
this squirrel.
Yeah, she calls me. I'm like, hey, like, are you out front? I'm so sorry. The squirrel. There's a squirrel chasing me. Oh my God, Asia.
Guys,
I'm like, oh,
I'm not kidding.
She's not. I was laughing so hard. It looks like you've never seen an animal before.
I opened the door, and the squirrel came from somewhere right up to me. I walked down the stairs. The squirrel's right behind me. I literally am like trying to get away from the squirrel, so now I'm running. The squirrel follows me.
And I decide to pet it. I come up to her, I'm like, oh wait, he's sweet. I pet it. She's like, you're gonna die. He's gonna bite you. I'm like, girl, it's a squirrel. Like,
I'm like, it's so cute, but like I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with him. Why is he right here? He can chill.
No, he just liked you. I'm like the biggest animal. I would pick up an animal that doesn't need saving. Like the animal could literally be like fine and tree. I'm like, oh, you want to come home?
For real?
Yeah, no, I think mentally I feel like I'm Snow White.
I think you have a problem.
Yeah, I do. My father's like, if you bring one more animal into bring one more animal.
Yeah, you have like
home.
you used to have a bird that you were
I
obsessed
have 3
with.
birds and a dog, and I'm helping bring more animals to my family farm.
Are you ever so busy that you can't even shave your legs at home? This is personal for me, okay? I have had such a stressful month that I kid you not, I have a mom bag in my car, and in my purse, I have like a small little baggie. I have one of these razors in my mom bag, in my shower, and in my personal purse. Like car, purse, home. Anywhere I go, I have one of these. And I also have one at like 2 of my friends' houses. But anyways, I am just obsessed with clean, shaved legs, especially before you go to bed and in those sheets. Just thinking about that makes me happy. Guys, little things in life make me happy. But I've been obsessed with the Gillette Venus. It's like such a cute color too, but I have other colors as well. So I just wanted to put you guys on and talk about my favorite things about the Gillette Venus razor. So this one is the Venus for pubic hair and skin razor. It's optimally spaced out blades to allow the razor to cut hair while barely touching the skin. This razor minimizes irritation in the pubic area where the skin is delicate and the hair is coarse. The skin smoothing exfoliant is great prior to shaving or in between hair removal days to help protect against cuts. Their 2-in-1 cleanser and shave gel protects skin from irritation during the shave and can be used as a shave gel or as a daily gentle cleanser. And the Daily Smoothing Serum helps maintain skin hydration and reduce itching. Check out GilletteVenus.com to learn more about why these products have been flying off the shelves everywhere. Go get it, trust me. When you're at the store and you're about to check out at the register, it can be so annoying to look through your purse for your wallet. So why not just pay with your phone? Good news, PayPal QR code payments are now accepted at CVS stores nationwide. It's super easy to make touch-free payments with your phone. Plus, you get $10 cash back your first purchase of $20 or more. Just head to your local CVS and pay using your PayPal or Venmo app. To see terms and learn more about how to earn $10 cash back, go to paypal.com/Jordyn. PayPal QR code payments are secure, convenient, convenient, and you're basically getting paid to use it whenever you walk into CVS. I love it. It's just a few taps and I'm done. No credit card needed. It works at the cashier or the self-checkout. PayPal is taking things to the next level. To get $10 cash back on your first transaction of $20 or more, just head to your local CVS and pay using your PayPal or Venmo app. That's $10 cash back on your first purchase of $20 or more with the PayPal or Venmo app. To see terms and learn more about how to earn $10 cash back, go to paypal.com/Jordyn. The name of the show is What They Don't Tell You. So Asia, what's one thing that they don't tell you about being a 6-year-old reality TV star?
The one thing they don't tell you about being a 6-year-old reality TV star.
Oh, by the way, love the TV interview ness of you just now. You repeated the question. Wow.
I was like, wait, what?
Like, what other 16-year-old? Okay, well, she's been doing it forever, but like,
true.
That's what you're supposed to do, you guys. When someone asks you a question, you're supposed to repeat the question in your answer.
Yeah, that's why I always like. That's what I've been.
But like, you're the first one on the podcast who like knows how to do
Oh, thank you. I feel so special.
Okay.
No, but I genuinely feel like what they don't tell you is, for me, it's definitely gonna differ compared to other people who have been reality TV stars in general. It was never about the stress, and it was never about like the pressure of being your best, but it's about how many people don't understand what is creatively edited, like compared to what is actually happening.
Yeah.
People don't know that we wear the same clothes for a week and we have to film. That's just one episode.
Like 4 days, yeah.
Yeah,
with the
4
same
episodes.
belt thing.
Same everything. So things could be taken out of context that don't make sense to you, but make sense to us because they were on different days.
Yes.
And there's a lot of creative editing that goes behind the scenes. And
We would have to take a picture of us on that first day and look
in the
at
outfit that we were gonna wear,
look at the same
makeup,
picture.
everything, and same outfit and same. But we had to copy that photo for like 4 days to a week,
yeah.
if max week. And people don't understand that also, or what they don't know, I should say, is that it's a lot. It is a lot for us, and obviously some things are taken out of context, and some things are also exactly what happened. But you wouldn't know unless you heard it from our mouths, and you wouldn't know if you were unless you were there. And I feel like a lot of people, not just on my behalf, but yours and everybody like who we know who have been on reality TV and experience, like there's so much people don't know that go into this. Our sleepless nights, like you don't even probably know. I mean, if you do, I mean, you were like my best friend when I was on the show, but I was so underage of being on the show that you guys got 4 to 5 hours of learning your dance, and I got 2. And I'd have to be hard set, like off the set, because that's the contract that I signed. Because I was so underage.
Yeah, I didn't have time either.
Yeah, you
because
didn't
I think it was under 11 or under 12.
Yeah.
It was that time.
Yeah.
And we had to do school on set.
I was homeschooled since 2nd grade.
Yeah, so we had to do school on set, so that counted as time, and then like rest and R&R means like lunch, but like, you also like they make sure that you have your rest time. So like you have to be eating for a certain amount, but you also have to be resting for a certain amount, and it has to be within that hour.
Because we would try and rush it. We would try and rush our food so we can get more time just to learn the dance.
Yes,
and they're like, no.
And
that was also, I feel like, a way of us like kind of giving us a chance to mess up when it comes to the day that we actually have to do it.
Yeah.
But people don't really understand how hardworking we were, all individually. But I would go to Jordyn's room just to practice my dance.
Literally.
We'd film each other. We'd like go over our filmed choreography. We had no communication with the choreographers. We maybe got 30 minutes to an hour before the actual show to go over it. So what you saw in the mess ups that we had, it wasn't like we had a week to learn the dance, which is normally what you get like almost half a year to learn a dance for competitions and regular life.
And
we got 2 hours in 2 days.
No, like sometimes, I guess, but like, and then like we would also have to. It wasn't even just the solos that we had to learn or the duos, but there was like also
group
like
dances.
The group.
There was also the group with everybody in it.
Yeah.
And like the finale episode, you guys came back. You guys had to learn that in a day. You guys didn't sign up for that at all.
It's definitely, it teaches you a lot being on one of those shows, especially at a young age, because I always say that like, I mean, even like with usually like some things at 5 o'clock, I make sure to be there at 4:50. Or if like it teaches you to be on time. When people at a dance competition, they say, okay, group 4, we're the 2 girls that will run and we'll be there, because why waste time? Exactly. You have to be so
on top of
professional,
it always.
So on top of it. You have to always look the best. Like
you
like right now and like with like the past like 2 or 3 years.
I don't walk out the house with like just regular sweats on. I have to look like 10 at always, because that's just the mentality I've had since I was little.
You're still young. Girl, you're going to get to where I am.
I know, literally I'm talking to you like you're younger than me. Girl, you'll understand one day when you go back in time and be 16.
Yeah, but like you literally will always look the best. You will watch what you say. Dude, people our age don't do that. And it's just
It's a different breed now with social media. We started when social media was like the beginning of the beginning.
Like, you literally went online on Lifetime TV to vote for Dancer of the Week, but now you just like swipe up on Instagram.
Swipe up on a Snapchat story.
It's crazy.
Like, it's insane.
And then like one more thing I would say about like growing up is that I feel like, especially you, but also me, I was young, but I feel like we aged 15 years in one.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And people think like I rushed growing up, and like that's just, I feel like they say that about everyone who's on reality TV. We like had no choice. And also it wasn't like...
And it was exactly what we wanted.
Exactly. It was just exactly everything that I do or everything that I wanted to do like was done for me, and I did that.
Yeah.
Regardless if people were like in my ear, producers, whatever, like I always made sure to stay true to myself. And I can't help that I grew up a little older than the average 16-year-old. I mean, you could look at other 16-year-olds now and people that are under 21 or whatever. We all look older.
Yeah.
But like for me personally, like I just developed quicker. Like my genetics in general had me develop quicker, and the lifestyle and the work that I do is what made me grow up faster. I would not take back anything.
Yeah,
I've learned so much from it.
Literally, I just want to say like flat out, we wouldn't, like, we were not forced by our parents.
No,
or,
like we weren't.
Or TV or anyone.
At all.
We love our life.
And I wouldn't take back anything. I mean,
Same.
I'd only go back in time just to look at what we did and see how, like, literally, like, just reminisce over what we've done.
We had a really great childhood.
I've known you my whole life. Like, literally, you've known me my whole life. You're like family. Dude, you want to be on the Christmas card this year?
Wait, I'm gonna cry. I love
Girl,
you.
no, stop. I'm gonna cry. Girl, this lash is, like, bothering me.
You're like literally my little sister.
You've known Bella since she was 3.
Asia, I have tears in my eyes.
Stop, you're gonna make me cry.
I just love you so much.
I love you. Girl, I do not do good crying. Stop it.
What's your favorite memory with Jordyn?
Not crying. What's my favorite memory? Not the tissues. Girl,
when he does this, he knows it makes me like cry
more.
No,
cry. Oh my god, no, seriously. I have like the worst problem with watering eyes.
I didn't wear makeup today.
Oh my god, stop.
What's your favorite memory with me?
I'd say touring. I feel like touring. I can't speak.
I would always make fun of you because you said it weird.
I can't say it still. Touring. I literally can't. Touring, whatever. But I feel like people think what our best memories would be on television, but like our best memories were off TV in general.
We had so much fun.
Girl, do you not remember? Oh my god. People, oh yeah, you definitely don't. Okay, I'm gonna expose you really quick.
Yes,
you may
please.
kill me for this.
Oh, it's fine.
So little story time. It's quick. We were at the hotel and Jordyn's like, okay, like, mind you, this girl has had clear skin her whole life. She literally used like body wash for face wash. And I'm like, her skin's perfect. Like she always has had that. And we're going, and my mom and I put our stuff in the shower. And Jordyn's like, my mom packed me this little thing to put in the shower. Oh! Jordyn puts this in the freaking corner of the shower. And I made sure I do not touch anything. Nothing's out of place. And I took my shower. I'm already in bed. Jordyn takes maybe a second. Like a second she steps in the shower and I hear the curtain go close. This girl is yelling on the top of her lungs, Asia, Christy, Mama Christy, oh my God, I'm on fire. And we're trying to figure out what she means. Like, is the water hot? Like, what's going on? I rush over. I'm like, Jordyn, are you okay? She's like, no. Like, you don't understand. We turn the water off. We like wrap her in a towel and she's like bright red. I mean, like brighter than a tomato. And I look in the shower and she didn't bring out her face and body wash. She brought out Icy Hot because she took the label off of it. And this girl bathed herself in freaking Icy Hot, head to toe. We had to call the downstairs. It was like 1 a.m. We just had come off from the dancing. She's like, oh my God. And not her worrying about her own like well-being. She's like, I have no more Icy Hot. What am I going to do? I'm going to be so sore all week. My mom's like, Jordyn, that's not the problem. You're literally bright red. You can die because you're overheating. And she's like, so she goes from overheating to being too cold to overheating again.
Icy Hot.
Literally like going back and forth. And we call down the down office, like, can we get a bucket of ice? Can we get water? Can we order room service? Because all of a sudden you have this appetite that you didn't have before.
From stressing.
Yeah, from stressing. She's like, I'm so hungry. And so that was like, honestly, I think I will never, that was the one thing. And anytime someone ever asks me about you, that's my favorite thing.
Do you want to know how bad my memory is?
You didn't remember that until now?
I thought you were telling this, like, I thought it was you.
No, girl, it was you. And I remember that.
I remember it, though.
No, you took off the labels from your toothpaste and your Icy Hot. I don't know why you would take it off your toothpaste and Icy Hot.
Probably to know it was mine, low-key.
Honestly, probably. But they were, like, the same, too. And then you called your mom, and my mom called your mom.
I was head to toe in Icy Hot.
Oh, Kelly. Your mom's like, yeah. And I'm like, Jordyn's like bathed in Icy Hot right now. She's like, oh, she'll be fine.
Yeah, literally. Like,
she'll be fine.
I'm worried about, wait, what was I worried about again?
You were worried about that you didn't have any more Icy Hot and that you were hungry. And you wanted me to go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles or something. And I'd never been to.
No, Waffle House.
Waffle House, one of the two. Yeah. I've never been to either of those. And you're like, no, you have to go. Wait, I'm craving pancakes. Wait, I'm so hot. It was the best, honestly, the best night of my life. It was hilarious.
I'm like 13 years old, just like a football player with Icy Hot on my whole body. Okay.
Yeah, head to toe, eyes and all.
Love that. Okay, next. How are you so confident? Also, how did you get into fashion and style?
Okay. How am I so confident? Oh, I'm glad you think so. Honestly, it's not like, I don't know. I don't use the word confidence to describe myself.
She's also a Leo.
Yeah, exactly. That's just in my blood. If that's what, like, confidence, I don't know. I've never, which this is going to sound bad or like kind of weird with myself, but I'm totally fine. I don't know. I always make sure everyone else is okay before I make sure I'm okay. I'm very, very good at hiding my emotions and just like being a worker bee, because that is my way of like relieving all the stress in my life is working. Like that is my life, and I'm totally fine with that. That in school, like I'm good. But confidence in general, like I've had to learn to love myself my whole life, and just being in the limelight, you learn, because we have such different beauty standards than we used to. And just looking on Instagram to now, people that are the epitome of the beauty standard are still insecure.
Yes.
And that's also just like me on the daily. Sometimes I don't feel the best. No one is. And that doesn't help that there's people out there that like we have these editing apps and everything that can make us look the ideal way we want to look. And so, I mean, confidence in general, I'd say like helped me during quarantine, because quarantine was either good or bad experience for you. For me, it was like life-changing. I would have never gotten that time to like work on myself.
Exactly.
And that's like another reason why, like adding the question, another reason why I started doing videos in the beginning of my posts, because I had drastically lost like a lot of like baby fat, I'd say, because it wasn't like losing weight. I lost a lot of baby fat. I started weightlifting. I started training, and I didn't want people to think I was editing my body. And so I'm like, I'm going to add a video in, because you can't lie in a video, and I didn't know that there was an app that you could like edit your body in, but I didn't use it. I was just like, I'm gonna show a video because I'm proud of the progress that I've made. So why not add a video? And then I started just going from there, using my creative ideas and stuff. That's entirely different.
Songs,
yeah, exactly. But confidence in general, I've always like kind of had a love-hate relationship with. Some days I'm like, yeah, I feel like the baddest girl in the room or whatever, and other days I'm like, my friends are so genuinely beautiful, and that's totally okay, but I have to stop comparing myself to them.
Wow.
Because no matter what nationality you are or whatever, if you're beautiful, you're beautiful. And, you know, I've had to learn that. And that just comes with just age, growing up, and like maturity, but also happens at all ages. I mean, I know so many people who like struggle with that and stuff. And then fashion and getting into like fashion stuff, I've always kind of loved clothing and fashion in general, but in quarantine was like my time. I'm like, look, I'm working out, I'm doing like what I love to do. And then brands slowly started approaching me because of the creativity that I had to shoot on my own, because people that were shooting content with other people couldn't do that. We were literally stuck in the house. So I'm like, my mom and I, luckily I don't live like in LA. I live like closer to the water, and I'm like, okay, I have so many spots. No one's gonna bother me here. Everyone's in the house. I'm gonna go out and take my photos. I'm totally chill with that.
Yeah.
And so I just started slowly doing that. I taught myself how to do all my own makeup so I could get rid of a makeup artist. And I mean, obviously there's makeup artists I love and I would always use.
For your everyday stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But for my stuff that I do, even to red carpets, I always do my own.
Wow.
And I'm totally fine with that because I know my face and I've
that's
learned
what
it
I
over
say.
time. You know?
I feel like that's another thing about being a dancer, being on TV for so long. I feel like we had a lot of bad makeup. So we like learned.
Tell me about it. People think we like had the choice to like wear makeup at 6 years old to look like what, like literally baby princesses. Like, and that was never a choice.
Yeah.
I've been wearing lashes since I was 5.
Yeah. Literally. Okay. Next question. I think there's only 2 more.
Okay.
There's 3 more.
Okay.
This one's quick though. What's your favorite food and drink?
Oh, okay. I have an obsession. I love water. First of all, first and foremost, I love water, which is like, I know everyone like, I love water. Love to stay hydrated. But my favorite drink is a Starbucks drink. I get this strawberry acai refresher with no sweetener, 2 agaves inside, and added lemonade because that's like I love sweets. Have the biggest sweet tooth in the world, but I know it's like also my biggest weakness. And so I'm like, if I'm gonna have it once a day. It's gonna be my Starbucks drink, and I'm good.
True.
But and then food wise, I'm vegetarian. I've been vegetarian for 8 years, and so when it comes to like eating stuff, I don't necessarily have a favorite.
I need some tips. How do you get your protein then?
My main protein's eggs. I could never be vegan because I don't do like beans and stuff, but my main protein is eggs. I eat I eat a Costco carton of eggs a week with my father. People don't understand, like my dad and my parents are both in the fitness industry. Like being vegetarian to my dad is a phase. He literally says, "Oh, are you done with your phase?" I'm like, "It's been 8 years. Like it's not a phase anymore, Dad."
I got some tea for you.
Oh, amazing. But yeah. So eggs is my main protein source, and that's like my favorite food, I guess. I don't know. I'm a foodie. I love
Weirdo.
food. I'm sorry, my bad.
Okay. Last 2 questions. How did growing up in the spotlight affect you?
Well, I'll start with a positive. It affected me great. It helped me achieve majority of the goals that I had as a child I never thought I would do. And even still looking back, I know that my younger self would be happy with where I'm at right now. Mm-hmm. But I know that now in the age that I am 5 years from now, I'll look back and be like, there's of course things that I'm going to want to fix, but I'm like trying to now mentally prepare myself for the future. And so I love
Asia, guys.
So I feel like the only way that I would have ever had that mindset or have the stability and just to always focus on myself and like block everybody out would be from starting everything at a young age. Mm-hmm. So in every positive way I could say, reality TV changed my life for the better and for the worse, but also mainly for the better because I would have never done anything like I'm doing now or had the platform to
imagine if we weren't on that show.
It'd be very different. I'd still be in public school. I would still be doing a lot of normal kid things. I've never done anything like public kids school-ish. I've never gone to like, I don't know, wait, when's a homecoming? I don't know.
I was really
never been to that.
I was really just like thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. I've never done any of that. Even though like homeschooling programs do that, it's like weird. I'm not gonna go to like a homeschooling prom. Like that's weird.
I was invited to a homecoming once.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I have, but I also have no urge. Like my life, like from years from now, I'm gonna look back and I'm not gonna regret anything.
No.
Like not going to a public school. Like I'm
That's
going
2
on
hours of your life.
Exactly, I've wasted. But also, I'm not worried about having like a normal teenage life. I feel like nowadays that is not like a normal thing for the people that I know
right?
in the entertainment industry.
Yeah,
because even normal people,
like it's not normal.
It's not normal for people.
You're in college.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wait, what? I mean, I want to go to USC, and that's like mainly where I'm going. But like, still, it's like it's so
for me,
weird.
Like, for my friends, I see like every day. It's just like
it's quite odd, but also like social media has given everyone a chance to be somebody.
Yes.
And so I feel like also growing up on social media and stuff like that has also just allowed me to have the platform to be, if not a voice for some, just an inspiration. And I've had people numerous times come up to me, think like I'm always on 10, on top of the world all the time, like I'm doing the best, but I have my bad days too. I mean, I like keeping things to myself. I'm a private person when it comes to my personal life, but I'm the most like extrovert you'll ever meet. I'm very open and like an open book to an extent. And so I feel like that's all from reality TV and growing up in the spotlight, that has helped me kind of create the person I am today. Negative, I'd say, is just having people make assumptions about me that I can't change their opinion. They just have to see. And that just comes with age. And I mean, people I've known
jealousy.
I mean, like people I've known for like my whole life, I mean, they've had assumptions about me or like things that I've done or just in general, like they don't understand and they will never understand what I've gone through. I mean, I've had friends that I've grown up with and I thought we'd still stay friends for the rest of my life.
Like us?
Yeah, exactly. You're like one of the very few people
Same.
I can say in the industry that we've never had any sort of beef. We've always supported each other and there's nothing that I could say bad about you at all.
Nothing.
And so, I mean, the people that I had personal friends with that I've known since I was like very little, over time, I can't have those friendships because they will never understand what I'm going through. And I feel like it's a constant like seminar of me explaining my daily life to them because they just don't understand. And I feel like that's okay. I'm not expecting everyone to understand me, but I feel like just for everyone in the industry, no matter what industry you're in, if social media revolves around you, you're going to have assumptions about people. You just got to like throw them out the door. You're never going to get everyone to like you. So I've learned that.
I love Asia. Last question.
Amazing.
What is it like working with Abby?
Oh, I feel like this is a funny question because everyone asks this and think I'm going to say like something like, oh my God.
She's a witch.
No, like genuinely I had no issue with her.
Nothing.
I mean, I I was on the show for a very short period of time. I can't speak on the other girls' behalf when it comes to dance moms or even AUDC. Yeah. But personally, for me, I never had an issue with her. She liked me and my mom, and that was chill for me. And we were from the West Coast, so there was no competition whatsoever for me and the other girls, regardless if the show wanted that to be like how it is. But Abby respected my work ethic, and I respected her criticism. And people just think that there's always some like big story behind everything. Sometimes it's just very simple and plain, and there's not a big answer to everything. So, I mean, I respect her at the time. I don't keep in contact with her as like I used to when I was little, but I mean, we've all grown apart. We've all grown up, and we just respect each other from afar. And if you like don't respect each other, I mean, that's like your own thing that you got going on. But for me personally, I have no bad blood with anybody or like don't respect them for what they've done.
Wow. We just did that, Asia. I do want to, my mom comes into town at the beginning of August. I want to do a part 2 with the moms and us.
Oh, that would be amazing.
So if you guys want to see that and you're still watching,
let us know. I'm down.
Drop it in the comments. Make sure you rate this episode 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Add us to your Spotify playlist. Follow Asia at
Asia Monet Ray on everything.
And I will see you guys next Thursday with a new episode. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having
you guys for listening.